Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again, and I'm here with a contest entry, and I'm entering vanillagorillabeast's contest. Frigging awesome name, I love your name, mate. And I definitely wanted to participate in this. Not only are you giving away some excellent movie editions, but this contest seems like a ton of fun, and I really wanted to get involved, show you some support, and do my part and enter your contest, because some of these questions are friggin' awesome. So I'm going to go all out with this one, mate. I'm going to answer all 6 questions. Now, if you're not subscribed to vanillagorillabeast, I will be putting his channel link in the description box below. Please check him out. Now, before I get into the questions, he wanted us to give a shout out to someone who you think is fairly underrated. I'm going to give a shout out to KillerNerd75. I have done so in the past, but I think he is absolutely fantastic. One of the really awesome new up and coming people here on YouTube. He does some fantastic videos, very well spoken. He does updates, shows certain parts of his collection, and he's just an all-round fantastic guy. So KillerNerd75 is the person I'm going to give my shout out to. So definitely check him out if you haven't, and I'll be leaving his channel link in the description box below also. Alright, now let's get down to business. Let's get down to answering these 6 awesome questions. Alright, so question number 1 is, what are 3 of your favourite holiday themed horror movies? Alright, awesome question, and I had to think about this for a little bit, but 3 came to mind. So the first one is My Bloody Valentine. It's not technically a holiday as such, but this movie is centred around Valentine's Day, and it's an absolutely amazing slasher film. I absolutely love it. And I do make a point of watching this on Valentine's Day, and I always love the film. I think it's fantastic, and it definitely gives a really good sort of Valentine's Day vibe to it. So that is the original My Bloody Valentine. The next one is fairly underrated, but it fits this theme perfectly, and that is Uncle Sam. Who can go past a good old 4th of July horror slasher film? And Uncle Sam certainly delivers. I think this is a great little movie, like it a lot, and it certainly got that real sort of 4th of July American spirit to it. Obviously, I don't live in America, I've never celebrated the 4th of July before, but yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy this film a lot. So that is Uncle Sam. And I decided for my 3rd choice to include a Christmas themed slasher film, and you really can't go past Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is easily my favourite Christmas horror movie. It's fantastic, it's a classic, great kills. I really love the characters in this one. So that is Silent Night, Deadly Night. So once again, my 3 holiday themed horror movies that I chose are Silent Night, Deadly Night, Uncle Sam, and of course My Bloody Valentine. Alright, so question number 2 is, if there was a storm outside and all your family was safe in shelter, what are 3 possessions from your horror collection that you would like to grab? This did take a lot of thought, and yeah, this was a really tricky question, but another great question. So here is my 3. Item number 1 would be the Halloween 30th commemorative anniversary set. I really could not be without this set. It's my favourite thing in my Halloween collection. It's definitely a centre point, and a very well put together box set. In fact, this is my favourite box set that I own. And yeah, this bad boy would definitely be coming with me. So that is grab number 1. This next item is a book, and it is Teenage Wasteland, the slasher movie uncut. I've read this thing so many times. It's been an amazing reference point for me when it comes to slasher movies, and another item I certainly could not live without. So I would definitely be also taking that. And my third choice is a figurine. One of my favourite figures from my collection. It's definitely an amazing figure, and it is rather rare. So I would choose to also grab the original Leatherface from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Absolutely incredible figurine, amazing detail on it, and yeah, certainly a piece that I would like to save. Alright, question 3, a fairly straightforward question. We had to make out that vanillagorillabeast had no clue on horror films. He wasn't that knowledgeable with the genre, and he wanted us to recommend 3 films. So I've gone with some classics, some pretty popular ones, but I definitely think, you know, if someone's getting into the genre, these are 3 fantastic choices. They're not necessarily my favourite horror movies of all time, but you know, they're just 3 movies that I think are essential. The first one is Dawn of the Dead, the original from George A. Romero. I think this is an amazing zombie film, especially from a character standpoint. You know, the character and story development in this one is absolutely amazing. I really like how they focus more on the characters than the actual zombie apocalypse itself. Very well done, and I certainly think that this would be a great movie for someone getting into horror. The next one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, another essential classic. I think this is a perfect example of true horror. It's very terrifying, very grimy and gritty, and you know, just a pretty perfect example of the genre, I think. And of course, I would have to recommend Halloween, being my favourite horror movie and all. Not only that, I just think that this is a really good starting point for someone getting into the genre. Easily one of the best movies, actually, because it doesn't rely on heavy amounts of gore. It's not overly violent. It doesn't really have a high body count. It's very effective in terms of its pacing. The music score is amazing, and yeah, it's just very effective. So that is Halloween. Question number 4 is, if you could play a slasher, who would it be and why? This was a very easy choice for me. I'm going with good old Michael Myers from Halloween. The reason that I would choose to play him is he is my favourite slasher killer of all time. I think he is fantastic. I really like how he is not overly violent in the first one. You know, he just stalks his prey. He knows eventually he's going to get them, and I just think he is such an awesome character. So that's my choice. Okay, question number 5 was my favourite question out of the 6. Friggin' awesome question. Alright, check this out. Okay, question 5 is, if you were stalked by a slasher killer, which I'm going to choose Jason Voorhees. Anyway, if I was being stalked by Jason Voorhees, which weapon would I use to defend myself and why? And then, what body part would I target first? Alright, so I'm going with, the weapons of choice were the hatchet, machete, or chainsaw. I'm going with the good old hatchet. I think it is an awesome weapon. I really like it. It's a very effective weapon, and I just think it looks cool. The body part that I would target is definitely the head. I love decapitations, so I would certainly just go for that one kill blow, head decapitation for sure. Alright, moving on to the final question, question number 6. And that is, who got you into horror? Well, I can't really say that anyone in particular got me into horror, but I can say that when I was 10, I was allowed to rent a horror movie for the first time on my 10th birthday. So I went down to the video store with my parents and they let me choose a horror movie within reason. You know, I wasn't allowed to pick anything out too violent or too graphic or anything. But I chose Child's Play. So Child's Play was my very first horror movie, and I guess you can say my parents kind of got me into it because they allowed me to rent it out. So yeah, hope that answers question 6 for you, alright? Alright, so there you go. That is my contest entry. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you so much for hosting your contest. You're offering some great prizes, and the questions were a lot of fun to answer. I really had fun doing this video. So once again, guys, if you're not subscribed to vanillagorillabeast, I will be leaving his channel link in the description box below. And also remember to check out KillerNerd75 while you're at it. So best of luck to everyone else that's entered or that's going to enter, and thank you for watching.